Well, the concerns I've expressed in that book are concerns I've had for a very long time. In fact, my great Indian novel 29 years ago already talked about dharma, the importance of a moral code in the individual Indian's life. And then on top of that, I wrote a novel called Riot, which was about the Hindu-Muslim violence leading up to the Ram Janmabhoomi agitation. And 20 years ago in India, from midnight to the millennium, I described some of my own beliefs while talking about the feelings of shame I had after. So these beliefs have been with me for some time. Now I'm living in an India in which, unfortunately, we can't escape the pervasive arguments about the Hindutva version of Hinduism and the fact that Hinduism has been transformed into a badge of political identity means that for people like me, it becomes indispensable to interrogate ourselves and the nation as to what Hinduism is all about. To my mind, this book is an attempt to define my terms, to challenge those who have distorted my faith and reduced it to something that I believe it's not, and thereby to take back Hinduism for the open, liberal, accepting Hindu, away from those who have reduced its soaring majesty to the badge of identity of the British football hooligan. That's what they've done to it, and I don't believe that that's what my faith is all about. The Hindutva movement, of which the BJP is an emanation, but not the only emanation, there's the RSS, there's the VHP, there's the Bajrang Dal, there are that entire Sangh Parivar of organizations has made Hindutva into a doctrine that sadly promotes bigotry, intolerance, and a kind of triumphant majoritarianism that bodes ill for our future of our country. Well, I'm very reluctant to use hasty labels like fascism and so on, because obviously some people, when you over-abuse, then you end up diluting the impact of the genuine criticism. There is grounds for concern that a lot of intolerance and bigotry is being perpetuated, is being at the very least condoned by those who are in power. So let me not use the word fascism, because I still believe proudly that India is a democracy and is a flourishing democracy, and that so far dissenting voices have not been curbed. Alternative views of the country and of the world are out there and are very much being pushed forward. Having said all of that, let me at the same time acknowledge that that in our democracy, I've never seen or heard some of the things that we have seen and heard in the last few years, where a member of the Council of Ministers can divide the nation into Ramzadeh and Haramzadeh, believers in Ram or bastards. That kind of language, and she is allowed to continue as a minister. Or another minister saying, if you don't support our party and Narendra Modi, go to Pakistan. But why Pakistan? If you want to send your enemies as far away, why not suggest Canada? But it's actually Pakistan because there's a certain unsubtle, bigoted message being sent. And he's still the Council of Ministers. Where a leading MP says that he wants to replace Mahatma Gandhi's statues with statues of his assassin, Nathuram Godse. And he is still chairing parliamentary committees for the BJP. So where is the BJP's real heart and mind? The Prime Minister usually says nothing, and when he does say something, it's often too little, too late. But he doesn't do anything to curb this kind of talk. And that is certainly extremely worrying.